So my first event was here in Cabo in 2022, and immediately the thing that drew me in was the warmth and the excitement of the community. It was like, I came in as a musician and now I'm a member, and coming in as a musician, you kind of feel like you're the help or the entertainer. And within the first 30 minutes, I felt like I belonged. And I mean, shoot, that belonging has now continued into friends, into family, into a partner, wildly enough. So like Baby Bathwater has just brought love into my life. And I know that that's only going to continue. So I've done the Salmon River twice, and it's one of my favorite experiences ever. I had never been on a rafting trip or anything like that. And the greatest thing is, like, we know why people come to join Baby Bathwater in the business sense, but with some of these trips, like, sure, you might talk a little bit about your business, but you get really intimate time to really dig into who we are as humans and who each other is and how we move through the world and how we think, how we feel, what we hold on to, and knowing that we have people that we can relate to in order to address those things that maybe some other people wouldn't understand. And the river was amazing. I mean, it was like 4 or 5 days just completely off grid with some of the brightest, funniest, and most fun people that I can imagine. And now I keep saying, even though I've never skied before in my life, I'm gonna go on the next heli ski trip. So watch out. I'll get some good health insurance. So this past year, I turned 40 on the Salmon River, and Baby Bathwater just always goes above and beyond. So not only did they show love and say happy birthday, but everybody pays attention to the little things. So there were so many nuances of playing to who I am and celebrating me, not just in a normal, like, happy birthday, but like in a way that says, I see you. And I mean, like, there was even a cake with like a cake, like the third night in, that was just like in a cooler floating down the river, just like staying together with Superman candles, because they knew that I dressed in a Superman outfit from the age of 2 to 4. And it's just like, it's the little things, it's the nuances that show love. And that's how we all show love. That's how our businesses are successful, is understanding the nuance. But it's not just in the business sense, it's in the human sense. That's what separates Baby Bathwater. It's a really cool thing, because coming into Baby Bathwater as an entertainer first, and then becoming a member, my own internal struggles kept it as an other. I was like, oh, look at these successful people over here. And very quickly, those walls just started getting knocked down in really loving ways by a lot of members. And now a lot of them have become some of my closest friends in the world. I've ended up moving back to Denver and see at least one Baby Bathwater member a week. At this point, I'm now partnered up with a Baby Bathwater member. So now I see one every day. So, I mean, shoot, I'd say that's definitely a situation that changed my life right there. Like, I wouldn't have met my best friend if it wasn't for this community. And even a dude I met on the island in Croatia 3 years ago, I have Zoom hangs with him like once every 2 weeks, and he lives in Bali. And so like his 9 p.m. or my 9 a.m. or vice versa. And one of us has a coffee, one of us has a glass of wine, and we get to chop it up. And he's become a brother. And it's like connecting us worldwide. I always viewed myself in a singular identity. I was an artist. I was a musician. My brand was me and my music. And I always trusted my capabilities and trusted my potential, but in a narrow focus. And Baby Bathwater opened my eyes to the possibilities of so many more things. And now I'm still an artist. I'm still a musician. And also, I am a business owner of multiple businesses out in the world. And it widened the scope that I'm a creator. I have the possibilities of bringing my ideas to the world. And I also have like 400 mentors and friends to help me do it. And I think Baby Bathwater reinforces what's already there, but also opens your eyes to what your potential is and shows you that you can do that much more and that you have help all along the way while doing it. When I head home from a Baby Bathwater event, it's one of those moments where my energy might be drained, but my soul overfloweth. There's a deep reflection period that gets to happen where I'm just basked in joy from great experiences, great conversations, laughter, a sore body from dancing, a full belly from food. And I always need to take out my phone and hit record on voice memos or something and just talk and reflect and get all of the thoughts so I can really distill the moment and distill the things while they're fresh, because I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but it's kind of like psychedelics where your mind expands so much in this moment that feels momentary but stays with you for your whole life. It's like each event has ripples that extend into the universe of you. And it's an expansive thing that we all have the responsibility to be present for. And what's cool is that everybody in this group is present for them. And so those ripples really extend into how I show up for the world. If a friend of mine was on the fence about joining Baby Bathwater, I'd just buy their ticket so they didn't have a choice. I'd send it to their email because I know they won't regret it. The moment they get a taste of this, they're coming back. I haven't experienced anybody that doesn't leave a better person. I haven't experienced anybody who has touched this crew leaving without changes that they bring to the world. This is one of the most special communities that I've ever experienced in my life, and there's a place for everybody. And if your mind is open and you truly want to be a better version of yourself, this is one of the greatest places to do that. That it nurtures wealth in so many ways. It nurtures obviously the business side, but it nurtures the wealth of community, the wealth of experience, the wealth of memories, and the wealth of knowing how we have the possibility to show up for the world.